Michael Moore, an American documentary filmmaker, screenwriter, author, journalist, actor, and left-wing political activist. He is known best for his documentaries such as Bowling in Columbine, Sicko, Roger and Me, and Fahrenheit 9/11. Michael's construction of documentaries can arguably be seen as fiction films, as they often do not depict reality and are manipulated to prove Moore's predetermined philosophy of the subject matter. With Moore altering the sense of reality in his films, does this qualify him to be considered a real documentarian? The answer is yes. Although he does not uphold the full truth in his films, documentaries now have a broad definition ranging from spectrums of truthfulness to entertainment. Moore evidently uses his documentary philosophy, approach, and techniques to establish documentaries that can be seen and categorized as new journalism. Moore's documentary philosophy is that of a political matter. He leans to the left wing, representing liberals and socialists. He believes in the common man's stand against the state, the proletariat versus the bourgeoisie. He commonly positions himself as a representative for the lesser against corporate giants, and by doing so appeals to those affected by the large corporations. Our desire to hear a story that strengthens our pre-existing assumptions and predispositions often draws us to particular documentaries. Liberals and progressives often find Michael Moore's films appealing for that reason. According to Mattson's argument in Decent Magazine, Moore has done something the left rarely does. He's made political criticism entertaining. And as the polls show, Generation X and Y Americans get their news increasingly from entertainment shows. Moore's documentary philosophy involves a blend of expository modes and participatory modes. He uses verbal commentary and argumentative logic when emphasizing on interactions between himself and his interviewees. With Moore's approach, he becomes a persona and character within his own film. For example, his character in Roger and Me portrays a socially conscious Meebish who will do whatever is necessary to get to the bottom of pressing social concerns, a persona that he has adopted in his subsequent work, as well as in his series TV Nation and Fahrenheit 9/11, as well as Capitalism, a Love Story. He is a passive-aggressive, and his style is to hurl himself into major issues with wit and humor and hope his energy captures public opinion. Speaking in the first person edges the documentary form toward the diary, essay, and aspects of avant-garde or experimental film. What makes it a documentary is that this expressiveness remains coupled to the representation about the social and historical world, including the world of the filmmaker as a social actor going about his life amongst others. Much of the new journalism that Moore stressed upon was distinctive and a personal voice coupled to the reporting on topical issues. Moore believes he speaks out for others and represents their voice when speaking about a topic or issue. According to Edmund Burke's investigation of the concept subline, he depicts whatever is fitted in any sort to excite the ideas of pain and danger is a product of the strongest emotion of what the mind is capable of feeling. Moore does so by treating his documentaries, such as Roger is Me, as a hunt for revenge on the working class's behalf. Moore inspired me to make my own documentary. As I ventured to Walmart in hopes of exposing harsh labor conditions and the brutal minimum wage pay, I confronted a total of 17 Walmart employees. They told me about their intense labor conditions and about how their management treats them. When I asked them what they could say to their CEO of Walmart, I got a few interesting responses.
There's definitely a lot of flaws within the corporation.
Fix their management team, because honestly, managers don't know what they're doing.
Treat your employees better.
After a Walmart manager kicked me out, I was able to conclude that my predictions were in fact correct, and that Walmart is an evil place indeed. Moore uses a variety of techniques, including voiceover narration, as well as participatory mode while interviewing. He is seen speaking with his interviewees, showing a connection between himself and his subjects on a more intimate level. His comedic tone helps capture the viewer and draws in his target audience.
I got more bags. 10 billion probably won't fit in here.
His use of natural lighting and shooting on location intensifies his on-the-spot interviews. There are no laws and few genuine rules when it comes to creative expression. What actually counts as a documentary remains fluid, open to debate across institutions, filmmakers, audiences, and the films themselves. Institutions support specific types of documentary film and audience expectations that range from show me the truth to entertain me. Favorite styles come and go. Institutional opportunities and constraints, technological innovations, creative inspiration, and evolving audience expectations constantly change the landscape of what counts as a documentary and what constitutes its horizon of possibility.